Hey Sneak Peekers, it's Alyson Fluhart here at the red carpet premiere of Mr. Roosevelt at South by Southwest Film Festival. Can you tell me a little bit about your characters in Mr. Roosevelt?
Mine's name is Art. He's supposed to be sort of the quintessential local Austin guy. I'm not from here, so it's a total lie, but I'm told I was told I did it well, so hopefully people will be like, yeah, he seems like an Austin guy.
Did you guys do any research, have any experience here to kind of get those Austin characters down?
I'd been here for the festival before, and then Noel sent me a bunch of photos. I dressed pretty much like the character more or less anyway, so that wasn't hard. I got to wear a lot of my own clothes, so that was definitely nice. And then I got to keep the stuff that wasn't mine, so it became mine eventually. So already there.
What about the tattoos?
I didn't keep the tattoos. I just keep drawing them on over and over.
That would have been cool if you would have gone straight from set to a tattoo guy, hey, I want to remember this forever.
Yeah.
At least a henna thing.
I should have done that. Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about your character?
My character is not a pleasant person. He sort of sets Noel's character off on her journey because, spoiler, early on in the movie, I fire her. I'm her boss, and I fire her.
Can you tell me a little bit about your character in Mr. Roosevelt?
Well, I'm silly, at one point I'm sad, I'm on stage a bunch.
How much fun did you have making this film, and what was your favorite part?
Awesome, and my favorite part when I was on the stage and being so silly and funny.
And Austin is kind of a character in and of itself in this film. What was your familiarity with the city, and how did that help you approach this role?
Oh, right. So I actually live here. I just think it's a wonderful thing for Texas film, especially right now with our incentives being in danger. I think there's a Senate hearing on Tuesday, so let's get out and speak out about that. But I think it's just such a great city and lends itself to some really wonderful stories. I mean, I think that's evident just in, I think I've seen 2 films so far that were shot here. Totally all 3 different types of films. But yeah, as you say, it's really played Austin as its own character, and so lends itself to all different types of storytelling.
Austin is pretty much just the landscape for the whole film, when you watch it, you'll definitely see that it has that whole Austin vibe, aesthetic to it. Even the characters are very Austin, so yeah.
You've been very busy working on multiple TV series and movies. What was the timeline like for writing and filming Mr. Roosevelt?
For this movie, it's hard to say the timeline because it was kind of in development for a long time. The idea that I had for the character, I actually had when I was at UT, and it took 7 years after graduation to finally have the right situation to put her in. And I turned in this version of the script last 2015 in November, and then we made it last May. And so a little less than a year later, we're here. So once it happened pretty fast, but it incubated for a long time.
And what about the story made you want to return to Austin?
It's about a girl trying to figure out her place in life, and she comes back to her college town, so that Austin's my college town. And it just felt pretty authentic to me, but also this is where I cut my teeth. This is how I learned how to make movies, and I just knew that there was just an incredible well of talent here that I really wanted to come and collaborate with, and Austin is a character, so yeah, why not?
And you talked about how you share some background with your protagonist, Emily, but what about her was totally fictional?
Emily's just she's a heightened person, and she's a composite of a lot of different people that I know. So she's a very specific point of view, and I think you'll see when you see it, it's not me, but there are pieces of me in her, and there are pieces of people that you might know in her.
Do you have any advice for UT students as an alumnus?
I think somebody just recently asked me I don't know what I'm going to do right when I graduate, and I was I didn't either. I just got it in my head that I was going to move to LA, and I didn't have any plans. I didn't know how I was going to get a job, but I was just it's going to happen. I just got to do it. So after I graduated, I saved up money, and then I moved to LA, and I think just the movement itself just kind of makes things start to happen. So you don't have to have all the answers, and every step you take, even if it's a step backwards, is going to inform a new direction that you can go in that will help you get to where you ultimately want to go.
to give all these a 10. I give this a 10. A 10 out of 10. And a peace out.